They say time is a straight line. But what if it isn't? What if people who haven't even been born yet are already walking among us? Today we'll explore real cases, impossible photographs, and chilling testimonies that could prove time travelers exist and they might be closer than you think. For decades, time travel was dismissed as pure science fiction. But now, science itself is catching up to the imagination. Albert Einstein's theory of relativity changed everything, revealing that time isn't fixed, but can actually stretch and compress depending on speed and gravity. This isn't just theory. NASA has observed that astronauts traveling at thousands of miles per hour age just a tiny bit slower than people on Earth. It's called time dilation, a real-world phenomenon where time ticks differently for those moving at extreme speeds. But that's only the beginning. Some scientists now wonder, if we can move forward in time, could we also move backward? Wormholes, cosmic strings, and exotic particles are being studied as possible gateways, not just to the future but to the past. The boundaries between science fiction and science fact are blurring. And for some, this opens the door to the possibility that time travelers could already be walking among us. But what if evidence of time travel has already been captured on camera? Take, for instance, the now famous photograph from 1941 in Canada. Amidst a crowd dressed in typical 1940s attire, one man stands out. He's wearing dark sunglasses, a style decades ahead of its time, and clothing that looks strikingly modern. In his hands he holds what appears to be a portable camera, one that simply didn't exist back then. And the anomalies don't stop there. In another historic image taken during the reopening of the South Fork Bridge in 1940, a woman appears to be holding a device that looks suspiciously like a mobile phone. This was a full 60 years before the first cell phones became available. Are these just clever hoaxes, products of digital editing or misinterpretation? Or could they be genuine slips, moments when time travelers failed to blend in with the past? These mysterious photographs continue to spark heated debates, inspiring both skeptics and believers alike to ask if time travel is possible. Could we have already caught a glimpse of its visitors? But the intrigue surrounding time travel isn't limited to old photographs. In the early 2000s, stories of supposed time travelers began to surface in the digital age, bringing new faces to this age-old mystery. Take Andrew Carlson, for example. In 2003, this mysterious man was arrested after turning a modest investment into millions on the stock market, making 126 consecutive trades without a single loss. When questioned, Carlson reportedly claimed he was a time traveler from the year 2256, using knowledge of the future to amass his fortune. Authorities dismissed his story as impossible, but to this day, no one has fully explained how he predicted the market with such precision. Then there's the legend of John Titor. Between 2000 and 2001, Titor appeared on internet forums, claiming to be a soldier from the year 2036 sent back in time on a mission. He shared detailed descriptions of future events and technology, some of which eerily aligned with later developments. While many believe John Titor was simply an elaborate hoax, others see his warnings as a glimpse into possible futures. Are these stories merely modern myths, products of imagination and internet culture? Or are they subtle warnings from those who have glimpsed what's to come? The line between fact and fiction remains as blurred as ever, leaving us to wonder. If time travelers walk among us, would we even know? But sometimes the most perplexing clues are not stories or photographs, but physical objects that defy explanation. In 2008, archaeologists in China made a baffling discovery: a tiny modern-looking Swiss watch, its hands frozen at 10:06, embedded inside a sealed block of stone that had remained untouched for centuries. How could such a precise, recognizable artifact find its way into an ancient site? And the oddities don't end there. In footage from the early 20th century, sharp-eyed viewers have spotted individuals seemingly wearing wireless, earbud-like devices, decades before such technology existed. Are these mere coincidences, the result of misinterpretation, or perhaps lost artifacts from forgotten timelines? Some believe these anomalies are fragments of the future, somehow leaking into our present, a reminder that our understanding of time may be far from complete. As more of these mysterious objects and images surface, the line between past, present, and future grows ever more mysterious. Could these be the breadcrumbs left by travelers from another era, or are we simply seeing what we want to believe? One thing is certain: the deeper we look, the more questions we find. But what if time travelers aren't just leaving behind mysterious gadgets or appearing in old photographs? Some conspiracy theorists suggest they're hiding in plain sight, and there are ways you might spot them. Imagine someone using slang or phrases that make no sense for the time period, or having knowledge of events before they actually happen. Perhaps you've noticed someone who seems unusually fascinated by pivotal moments in history, asking strange questions or lingering at major events. And there's another clue, an almost obsessive desire to avoid being photographed or filmed, as if any record of their presence could unravel their secret. These subtle behaviors, according to believers, could be telltale signs that a time traveler is walking among us. It may sound far-fetched, but consider this. What if you've already crossed paths with someone out of time, and never even realized it? In a world full of mysteries, maybe the most astonishing secrets are standing right beside us, hidden in plain sight. But what if the truth about time travel is even stranger than we imagine? Thanks to breakthroughs in quantum physics, the concept of parallel universes and alternate timelines is no longer just science fiction. According to some scientists, every decision and every change in the past could create a new branch of reality, a parallel world where events unfold differently. This means that if time travelers are among us, they might not be here to change our history at all. Instead, their true mission could be to observe key moments, gathering information and reporting back to their own timelines. Each visit, each observation could be part of a much larger experiment, one that helps their world understand the infinite possibilities of the multiverse. So the next time you wonder about the motives of a time traveler, remember, their presence might not be about rewriting our story, but about learning from it. In a universe with endless timelines, every moment matters, and every observer leaves their own subtle mark. As we reach the end of our journey, one question lingers. What if someone, somewhen, is watching this right now, not from our present, but from a distant future, or a parallel timeline? If you are a time traveler, perhaps this video is more than a story. It might be a signal, a ripple in history that you've been waiting for. Could our words, our questions, even our curiosity be the very things that draw time travelers to our era? Maybe, just maybe, the proof we seek has always been hidden in our own actions and ideas, echoes that transcend time itself. So, if you're out there, leave us a sign. For the rest of us, every comment, every theory, every shared story could be a piece of a much larger puzzle, one that connects past, present, and future in ways we're only beginning to understand. Thank you for joining us on this exploration. Stay curious, because the line between science fiction and reality might be thinner than we think. And who knows, the next great discovery could start with you.